Good evening students, welcome back. I am making this video for standard 9. Subject is history. Then the name of the chapter is, this is the second chapter and this is the first part of my video. So let's start. Now the name of the chapter actually is Socialism in Europe and Russian Revolution. Now, what does the word socialism mean? Socialism means, in simple word, something which is for the society. Freedom of individuals. People with rights. Fundamental rights, where until and unless a person enjoys his or her fundamental right, we cannot term that particular term, we cannot use the particular term as socialism. Whenever the individuals, they are not free to express their views, their ideas, their freedom. We cannot say that the person is living in a free country. We cannot say that the person is living in a society where he is free. So socialism comes from society, from community. So all these are socialism. Now, in the fight to gain socialism, in the fight to give rights to the people, this Russian Revolution occurred. The main motto of the revolution was to give the absolute right, the perfect right to the people, to provide the fundamental rights to the people, to give them individual rights. We, the people, in this present date, we are enjoying individual rights. I, you all, we all are individuals. We all are enjoying our own fundamental rights. So all these things are possible. Why? Because now at present we are residing in a free country. So all these things, this socialism was brought in order to give freedom to individuals. The freedom to individuals from what? So, from what? So, actually, socialism in Europe was generally brought in order to give the people free from absolute monarchy. Now, in chapter 1, in French Revolution, you might have studied about Louis XVI. You have understood about Louis XVI and his autocratic rule. In this chapter also, you will learn about the monarchy rule of Tsar Nicholas. Tsar Nicholas, this person was the monarch of Russia. And he was also having the same eligibility that Louis XVI was having. That means what? Both of this person, Louis XVI as well as Tsar Nicholas, they were incapable rulers who only was guided. We cannot say guided. The best word will be misguided. Who were misguided by the wrong ideas of his nobles and his ministers. The nobles, his ministers, and the other person who were present in the palace misguided the ruler, misguided their king against their citizens. And as a result of that, what happened? The rulers, no matter he was Louis XVI or no matter the person was Tsar Nicholas. Okay, Tsar Nicholas. Who was this Tsar Nicholas? Tsar Nicholas was monarch of Russia. Monarch of Russia. Remember the name, Tsar Nicholas. Now, this was about Tsar Nicholas. Now, how this revolution started? The revolution started, the main root cause of the Russian Revolution. The main root cause of Russian Revolution was French Revolution. French Revolution was the main reason to ignite the fire in Europe. After French Revolution, many European countries, they started to protest against the absolutism. What is the meaning of the word, new word you are hearing again? Keep focused. New word, absolutism. What is the meaning of this word absolutism? Absolute monarchy rule, where the common people they hardly enjoy any rights under absolutism. What the king will decide, that is final. No matter the decision will be in the favor of the people or not, the people will be benefited or not, the society will be benefited or not, the people have nothing to do with it. So what is the decision is taken, that is going to be final. So this was the thing. The Russian Revolution was against the absolutism. Now, as this absolutism was challenged, slowly and steadily, when the people they started to understand about French Revolution, when the print media was developed, when the print revolution started, and when the people started to read and write about French Revolution, different type of ideas started to come from different sections of people. Now the society was divided into three categories: liberals, radicals, as well as conservatives. There were three sections of people. The community of people was divided into three sections. Now liberals. Liberals, who are these liberals? These liberals are the people who believe in individual freedom. These liberals are the people who believed in individual freedom, that every people must be free, every people must have their own fundamental rights, and all people, no matter, just focus on my statement, no matter a person, whoever it is, irrespective of caste, creed, religion and sex, every people is same, every individual is same in the eyes of liberals. These are one category of people, one section of people, okay, who believe that everyone should have same respect and rights, same rights and respects. Radicals. Who are these radicals? Radicals were termed, in one word we can say, radicals are the extremists. Who are these extremists? Radicals are the group of people who usually believe in absolute majority. They have an intention, they try to protest against the government. They always try to protest, and they believe that the people must have rights, but only the majority, the people must have right in matter of religion, in matter of who has the concentration of power. These people must be given some rights. Especially they believe in religion aspect. They defend that the religion as main weapon they use. They are known as radicals. They always believe that this particular percentage of people in our country is majority, so everything, they should get all the privileges and benefits, and the other must go to hell. So these are the thinking of the radicals. They always try to protest against the good policies. They don't believe in the same status of individuals. They never believe in all these things. Now, the third category of people, the third section, these are the conservatives. Conservative means, conservative are the group of people who believed in the theory of old is gold. That means they don't want any change. Okay, no change in the society. Radicals, they believe in complete change. One more point I missed out. The radicals, the radical want complete change. Everything should be changed. Absolutism should be changed. All the power should be given in the hands of the people. Now the people will rule. Throw away the government, throw away monarchy, everyone should be thrown away, and the people must rule. They have extremist ideas in their mind. They believe in violence. They can, in order to achieve all these things, they can go to any extent just in order to gain their intentions. Conservatives are the class of people who believed in no change. Simple formula, they believe old is gold. That means there are some sections of people who believe that whatever was there, it was fine. Change in the society must be there, change in the governance can be there, but it should be in a slow pace, step by step. It should be there. Or there should be no change. Let it be what is there, what it was. These are the certain category of people. Now the society was divided into three type of thinkers, and their thinking was collided. So with this socialism, now everyone of all these three, radicals, liberals, conservative, their idea of belief was same. Every one of them believed in socialism. All these three people share one common interest. What is the common interest? That is socialism. But their path is different. Their ways are different. So these are some of the things that sparked, that ignited the Russian Revolution in Russia. Now, the things were started from the end of 19th century. This Russian Revolution started to gain its momentum. Now, when the Industrial Revolution was in full boom, that means was in full pace in Russia, the people, what happened during the Industrial Revolution, the people started to migrate from villages to cities in order to search work. So this was the thing, this migration was taken as an advantage by some of the capitalists. Who are the capitalists? Capitalists are the people who are actually known as the factory owners. They were known as the capitalists. And who started to exploit the workers. So these are the stories. So in the next video we will discuss about the story in which how we will know that the capitalists started to exploit the industrial workers. So this was from this first part. I will come with the second part very soon. Till then, stay home, stay safe.